So, can you remember the name of the vegetable that the BFG eats every single day for breakfast, lunch, and dinner? It's a Snozzcumber, which looks a lot like what kind of vegetable that we eat. Looks a little bit like a cucumber or a courgette maybe, but it is the size of, can you remember how big it is? It's the size of a man. I'm wondering if you could eat the same piece of food for every meal every day, just eat one piece of food for the rest of your life. We are absolutely spoiled for choice, aren't we? I mean, with every meal we usually eat more than one different type of food. The BFG is doing this because he's making this big sacrifice because he's a really good giant and he doesn't want to eat human beings. I wonder if you were in the giant's position, would you eat Snozzcumbers every day, or would you consider eating a human being? Apparently we taste really good. We'll carry on. Here is the repulsant Snozzcumber, cried the BFG, waving it about. I squazzle it, I despise it, I despond it. But because I was refusing to gobble up human beings like the other giants, I must spend my life guzzling up icky poo Snozzcumbers instead. If I don't, I will be nothing but skin and groans. You mean skin and bones? Sophie said. I know it is bones, the BFG said, but please understand I cannot be helping if I sometimes is saying things a little squiggly. I is trying my very best all the time. The big friendly giant looked suddenly so forlorn that Sophie got quite upset. I'm sorry, she said. I didn't mean to be rude. There never was any schools to teach me talking in giant country, said the BFG sadly. But couldn't your mother have taught you? Sophie asked. My mother? Cried the BFG. Giants don't have mothers. Surely you is knowing that. I did not know that, Sophie said. Who ever heard of a woman giant? Shouted the BFG, waving the Snozzcumber around his head like a lasso. There never was a woman giant, and there never will be one. Giants is always men. Sophie felt herself getting a little muddled. In that case, she said, how were you born? Giants isn't born, the BFG answered. Giants appears, and that's all there is to it. They simply appear, the same way as the sun and the stars. And when did you appear? And when did you appear? Sophie asked. Now, how on earth could I be knowing a thing like that? Said the BFG. It was so long ago I couldn't count. You mean you don't even know how old you are? No giant is knowing that, BFG said. All I is knowing about myself is that I am very old, very, very old and crumply, perhaps as old as the earth. What happens when a giant dies? Sophie asked. Giants is never dying, the BFG answered. Sometimes and quite suddenly a giant is disappearing and nobody is ever knowing where he goes. But mostly us giants are simply going on and on like whistly time tiddlers. The BFG was still holding the awesome Snozzcumber in his right hand, and now he put one end into his mouth and bit a huge hunk of it. He started crunching it up, and the noise he made was like the crunching of lumps of ice. It's filthy, he spluttered, speaking with his mouth full and spraying large pieces of Snozzcumber like bullets in Sophie's direction. Sophie hopped around on the tabletop, ducking out of the way. It's disgustorous, the BFG gurgled. It's sickable, it's rotten, it's maggot-wise. Try it yourself, this foulsome Snozzcumber. No, thank you, Sophie said, backing away. It's all you're going to be guzzling around here from now on, so you might as well get used to it, said the BFG. Go on, you snipsy little winkle. Have a go. Sophie took a small nibble. Ah! She spluttered. Oh no! Oh gosh! Oh help! She spat it out quickly. It tastes of frog skins, she gasped. And rotten fish? Worse than that, cried the BFG, roaring with laughter. For me, it's tasting of cockroaches and slime wanglers. Do we really have to eat it? Sophie said. You do, unless you want to become so thin you'll be disappearing into thick air. Into thin air, Sophie said. A thick air is something quite different. Once again that sad, winsome look came into the BFG's eyes. Words, he said, is oh such a twitching, twinkling problem for me all my life. So you must simply try to be patient and stop squibbling. As I am telling you before, I know exactly what words I'm wanting to say, but somehow or other they is always getting squiddled around. Oh, that happens to everyone, Sophie said. Not like it happens to me, the BFG said. I is speaking the most terrible Wiglish. I think you speak beautifully, Sophie said. You do? Cried the BFG, suddenly brightening. You really do? Simply beautifully, Sophie repeated. Well, that is the nicest present anybody's ever given me in my whole life, cried the BFG. Are you sure you're not twiddling my leg? Of course not, Sophie said. I just love the way you talk. How wondercrump, cried the BFG, still beaming. How whoopsie splunkers! How absolutely squiffing! I is all of a stutter. Listen, said Sophie, we don't have to eat Snozzcumbers. In the fields around our village there are all sorts of lovely vegetables like cauliflowers and carrots. Why don't you get some of those next time you go visiting? The BFG raised his great head proudly in the air. I is a very honourable giant, he said. I would rather be chewing up rotten Snozzcumbers than snitching things off other people. You stole me, Sophie said. I did not steal you very much, said the BFG, smiling gently. After all, you're only a tiny little girl.